Hi friends, it's Liz here at Liz the Paper Project. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. I am going to be sharing a flip through of my completed personal creative journal. I have a few of those in my playlist as well because I've completed a few that I have filmed, the journal with me videos as well, which will also be included in that playlist below. I'm going to start showing you what I did with this one. This is, I think, the smallest one that I've shared with you guys. It's about a 4.5 by 6 size approximately. And the difference for this one as well was that I did the removable pages. So it's like the easy binding technique. So I started this is like a fabric cover. I was just playing around with the size, the style, etc. And I did share some of these pages with you guys around January, I guess, the beginning of the year. But I did start it December 27th. So, that's one of the tips that I can suggest for those of you that are, hesitating, journaling, etc. is don't wait for like the start of a month if you don't want to. Start whenever. Started this one at the end of 2019. So there you go. I like to do interactive pieces with my journals and just different layers of papers and stickers and that sort of thing. Sometimes I like to jot down the weather because, it's one of those things that I won't remember at all in the future. And sometimes it's good to know, what was happening weather-wise that day. This one was the first day of January. So I just did a little bit of just a little bit of collaging. Now, this is my creative journal, so it's not my personal writing journal, which you guys don't see. My personal writing journal is just writing. There is no creative to it. It's just, spilling out words and that's it. So I enjoy sharing this with you guys because it's just a fun one that, that I sit there and do collages and just add sort of like glue book style. I add my favorite things to it, whatever's going on at that time. And again, I really enjoy just interactive pieces. Like here, I just kind of added this creative little word. And this, I think, is from one of the digitals from Calico Collage. Here, I kind of jotted down, I guess that day I was doing a little bit of decluttering and I found a box full of my previous journals and planners, and this one dated back to 1998, so you can get an idea how long I've been doing this, you guys. But it's fun to share. I never thought I would be sharing these types of things on YouTube and getting inspired and being inspired and inspiring people as well. So let's see more just entries here. Like I said, these are sort of like, I don't know, point format, I would say, for stuff that I'm doing, because I've written a longer part in my journals, in my writing journals, and these is just where I like to have fun and play with, some of the pieces. At the end, I'll be showing you my latest journal that I started with. It's totally different than this one. I really like this, this spread because I used a lot of, printer kind of things. I used my mini printer for that one, the faux memo printer. I have a video of showing you guys what that is. If you're interested, I'll link that below. I used some magazine cutouts, some stickers as usual. Just such a variety of colors and things like that. I do love playing with layers, interactive pages, that sort of thing. So hopefully, you're sort of getting some ideas that this is a very relaxed process for me. It's just meant to be fun. I try not to think about it too much. I also go back pages sometimes. So let's say, I started this page at some point, I can go back and finish it whenever if I don't think it's finished, or I can just leave it as is. No pressure. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. It's just no pressure. Creative journaling. This is the one that I share on social media, of course, not the one that, that I write personal details into. So if that also gives you some tips on what to do. This little note came from Renee, and so I'm just keeping that as a reminder. Just different things that that I enjoy seeing, and napkins and stickers, like I said, and just interactive pieces. So it's just so fun for me, you guys. Looking back on them, I have quite a few different sizes. I've gone from traveler's notebook sizes to the larger 9x6 sizes, to glue books, altered books, like you name it. And I was trying this sort of removable pages one, and there's pros and cons. So the pros is that I didn't feel kind of pressure, you know, if I thought I would mess something up, I could just remove it and start again, but I didn't. I ended up keeping just about everything I worked in. The difference is that I could just keep adding and it would never stop. So I had to kind of make a decision. And you see how they're sort of floppy because they're not stitched in like my other journals. They're just sort of attached with the elastic, right? So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. But if you're hesitating again because you're not sure what you want to do, maybe starting off with a journal that, you know, everything is removable might be an idea. I don't know, just sharing some suggestions. I think some of these have been filmed, so I have done some journal with me videos on some of these pages. Others I have not, but I will link those below if you're interested. Just, you know, seeing the process and stuff. And my latest one, guys, it's so different. And I'll show you guys that soon. It's something that I thought I wanted to give a try to. And I mean, so far I'm liking it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stick just doing this going forward. But for now, for sure. So this is one of my journals. That's the larger sizes. So it's about like the 9x6 size. It is made with one of my favorite things to make it with, which is the Daphne's Diary magazine covers. So you can just see how beautiful that design is, and I just fell in love with it. But the biggest difference with this one, so this is my April 1st entry. I'm trying to stay within, I guess, maybe a month with this one. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. And also, you'll see the pages are larger. There's a lot kind of more coverage on the pages. I'm still doing the interactive part. But what I love about this, which is so different than what I've done before, is the white pages. I'm just using the photocopy paper, but I use a thicker paper. So this is like a 28-pound sheet, not the thinner. I think it's 20 pounds that regular photocopy paper is. This is the thicker sheets. And I wasn't really doing this before, which is it's a blank canvas, right? So you're adding whatever you want to it. There's no color, no base. Like, for example, with my previous journals, because I do a lot of junk journals, you know, you add book pages, you add magazine pages, you add scrapbook papers, whatever you have left over. And so you see the difference in sizes and shapes and everything of the pages, which I love so much. But trying this now is so exciting to me because it's all one large size. I know I'm working within that size of page. It's a blank page that I start with, and then I'm just adding my own kind of spin to it. So I don't know, you guys, I'm loving it. The easiest journal I have ever made because it is just photocopy paper and whatever you want to use for your cover. I will try and share some journal with me videos on this one, or creative journal with me videos, I should say. So if you guys want some inspiration, I did get inspired by Alice, I think is her name, and it's Lisi. Oh my gosh, I forgot her channel name. I will link it below. I believe she does her journals like this with just blank pages to start, but they end up so chunky and just so yummy, you guys, like when she fills them. And I get so inspired by seeing her work. So thank you so much for sharing your journals, and that's what inspired this one. So let me know what you guys think. Are you going to give this a try? Have you tried journaling or creative journaling in a blank journal? Let me know what you think. If you want to see the process of me filling this one up, or if you just like to see the completed, mostly flip throughs. I'm trying to see if I can film. It's hard sometimes because I get inspired and setting everything up, it's like it doesn't work at that time, you know, like as soon as I start the camera, then I forget what I was going to do. So I might try to see if I can share those with you, but primarily it'll be maybe a few pages at a time, and just kind of, you can see what I've done so far. I don't know, you guys, I'm excited. I love it. I love to try something new. Like I said, this is so different for me, and we'll see how it turns out. So I hope you guys enjoy the share. Questions, comments, please leave them below, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.